Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about the one item that is really overlooked when you first get diagnosed with gout. Now, I've had gout since I was 11 years old, so that makes me 37, so about 26 years with this disease. And I have one major tip, especially one that has helped me in my late 20s all the way up to 37 years old. Now, this is right after you get the recommendation for like what prescriptions that you want to take from the doctors, your diet regimen, all that kind of good stuff. This is something that you would do as an extracurricular, but that's going to help you out with your gout health. So the one thing that you definitely want to buy that is going to make your life so much better is going to be something that you probably have in your household right now, and it's an office chair. Okay, wait with me on this. So the reason why this is very handy is because if you are lucky enough to live in a house or an apartment that has hardwood floors or linoleum floors, you're gonna find that being on an office chair can glide very easily, and it will take a lot of tension, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress off your feet, your knees, your ankles, everything, your hips, everything, trust me. So that is the number one thing. I don't know how many times that I try to, like get on my crutches, and the next thing you know, like I'm, trying to skirt through really tight corners, or I'm trying to skirt through very tight places, and I end up falling or tripping because of my, crutches. But because of that office chair, there's enough room, I have a path, and I can go fast. I can just grab two walls, just go, just go forward. Another thing also is that it makes it really easy for transitioning from going from the couch to the office chair, so that way you can move around. And also another thing is it makes you mobile. I mean, without putting a lot of stress on your hips. There are times where, when I lived alone, or also when I lived with my sister, I would have to do the dishes because life goes on. You have to go ahead and do chores. So the number one thing is that you can actually do your stuff while being in that chair. You can go over to most sinks are, going to be about, chest high from sitting down. You can do like dishes, unload them or load them, or you can, grab things off the shelf, or you can put stuff away, vice versa. Everything that you can think of, you're actually way more mobile on an office chair than you are on crutches. Now, I mean, when you're out and about, you use your crutches 100%. So an office chair is number one. The next thing I'm going to share is something that's extracurricular as well, something that's overlooked, but I'm going to share with you right now. All right, so let's be honest here. When you have gout, especially in your feet, you're going to get it in your big toe. You're going to get it all in your toes. You're going to get it all in your ankle, on the top of your feet, on the bottom of your feet, on the heel, Achilles tendon. You're going to get it everywhere, and it's going to hurt. It's going to be a pain in the behind, but you have to fight through it. One thing that I found that helps me around the house, and also just in general, in public and everything, is I have a really nice pair of sandals. Now, you're probably thinking, sandals? What's up with that? Well, I don't like putting on shoes when it comes to gout attacks. Unless I lived in Idaho and I needed to put on shoes because it's snowing outside, I would never put on shoes. I would put on sandals because especially thong ones, or like whether it's plastic or it's, canvas or whatever it is that goes down the middle that, goes between your big toe and the second toe. That is going to be a game changer because that frees you up. You don't have to worry about, the shoe not fitting because of the gout attack. You're not going to be worried about pain of putting the shoe actually on your foot. It hurts like a dickens putting that shoe onto your feet when your whole entire foot is going through a gout attack. It is going to hurt like hell. So buy some really good sandals and don't skimp out on the really cheap ones. Don't go to Gap, don't go to Old Navy and buy like the $5 ones that are like super, super thin. I'm talking about going to, like your shoe store and buying the ones that have like extra padding on them. Because trust me, they're going to last for a very long time. And you want something that's going to have a lot of padding that will actually absorb some of the stress and the shock when, you know, your foot is going through it. Trust me. Even if you're on carpet, some of the carpets that are in apartments and also in houses, they're really, really thin. So having that extra absorption within a sandal is going to be great. I love the brand Sanuk. They're not too expensive. You can usually get them between 25 to like $50, $75 at most, and they can ship it out to you. Or you can do it on eBay, or, you know, there's something in some stores in and around the United States, but Sanuks are perfect, but they're just an example. So buy that. Another thing that I recommend that is highly overlooked is a heating pad. Now, not just a heating pad, but there's a specific one. It's from Sunbeam, and it's one that, you know, it's basically, it looks like, it's shaped like an M. You'll know what I'm talking about when you look it up. But basically what it will do is it can actually wrap around, you know, like your shoulder, and it can wrap around like your knee, and it has a magnetic, you know, on like each side. So you can wrap it around and it will attach if you wanted that. It has saved me so much. Throughout the years, for like over 10, 15 years plus, I use just a standard heating pad, no matter if it's like a normal size or a big, huge one. And those always slid off. Those always, you know, like just did not do the work. This one from Sunbeam, remember, it looks like an M. Has like two things. So like really it's perfect. It will go right here, and then there's like a little strip that you can put it right here. But basically that one is going to be amazing for your gout attacks. It really shapes them along any joint that you have, and it's going to be a life changer. And also because of that padding, it's not even padding. It's not just plastic and just the wire. It's literally, you know, like the cloth, and you can feel like a little bit of beading, and it's super comfortable, super comfortable. I never felt overly hot with it, and I've never felt like it poked me or anything like that, like how the ones that are plastic and cheap from like Target and Walmart does. Sunbeam, look it up. You will be happy. And the very last thing that I want to talk about is that's an extracurricular, which shouldn't really be the first one. Okay, let me explain. Crutches. Now, when you're buying something for your friend or family that does have gout, you're probably going to ask yourself, what will make their life easier? And we need to be mobile. We need to get out and about. We also need to move within our apartment or our house. And the great way to do that is buy crutches, because we're not hopping from one room to the other. And also, you know, unfortunately, some people have to crawl because they don't even have crutches and they don't have the ability to hop. So, you know, that's, God bless them. But the one thing is crutches. Now, there's going to be so many brands, so many out there. You're going to find the brand that fits for you. But the one thing that I want to tell you is get a second pair of crutches. The reason why I say that is because I live on, I have 2 stories, and then currently I'm in a downstairs basement. So technically there's like 3 levels. So I keep a pair for the first level and pair for the second level. If you live in if you live in an apartment, or if you live in a house that's only 1 story, no basement, no attic, no anything like that, you're not traveling up and down, it's still a good idea to actually have 2 set of crutches. The reason why is because you want to have a set of crutches in your household, and you want to have a set of crutches, you know, that you have in your either garage or you have it in your car, because you want to make sure that, you know, if you're rushing out or somebody's helping you or whatever, you don't want to miss any opportunity to have your crutches. You also, if you go to a place that requires a lot of walking and you're finding that it's super hard to walk at the very end of the day, you want to have your crutches in your car to be able to pull them out and utilize them. The less stress on your feet, the less stress on your knees, the less stress on your hips, is going to be fantastic. So that's my 3 things that I highly recommend. I highly recommend getting an office chair or utilizing an office chair that you already have. Trust me, it's going to save your body so much. And also, it might be fun, like gliding on the floor. Come on. Second thing is going to be a pair of sandals, a really good, nice pair of sandals that have really good padding on them. And the third thing is going to be a second set of crutches. So that's about it, guys. Look forward to many more videos. They may not be like, you know, every other day or week to week, but I will get them out. and anything that I could think of. I'm not even going to just talk about, top products I'll use or my experiences. I'm also going to talk about my thoughts on Crysteka and, gout medications in general. So please subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Comment, like, have a great rest of your day. And remember that you are powerful and you are better than your circumstances. You have a great day. Bye.